into any detail.
What I saw last, was that the real person, by the way?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that was him.
That's the scumbag that lives right next door to you.
No, James Arnold is as skinny as a rail. That was Larry. He lives out in Oneida.
Is there any court coming up in December about the power of attorney and all that shit?
No.
No?
You know, I had December 11th on my mind because I was talking to my cousin Joe 2-3 days before that and asked him what was he doing on Saturday, December 11th, because I'd like to go to Alice's and put up the Christmas tree.
Okay.
And then Irby started running his mouth to me, and I told him, I says, well, you wait till December 11th, buddy, and I'll show you how much power I got. In other words, I'm going to be there. You want to come over and fight me or see how much power I got? Come on over.
Okay.
And he took it that we had to go to court. And he went on 3 weeks on, well, we got to go to court. We got to go to court. We got to go to court. And I'm saying to myself, it's on a Saturday, Irby. There ain't a fucking court open on Saturdays. Hello? I check in twice a year. They want to know exactly where every penny of her money is going.
Gotcha.
And they want to know what's in the account, what I've turned in, who, if you sent me a bill saying she owed $5,000 and I paid for it, I got to have the receipts to show them. That's what Irby don't understand. I have all that. You know, I told her, and I'm going to tell everybody, the only reason I have not tried to throw him out yet or did anything is because of his mother. I respect her, and I love her to death. That is her only kid. She has fucking spoiled him rotten and didn't put him over her knee enough and bust that ass and teach him respect for elders or anybody else.
Right.
And if it wasn't for her, he'd be gone. You know, I can override her word. She can say one thing and I can go over her head. I don't think he's interested in the kids. I think he's interested in the money. That is it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the money involved, right? But the,
yeah, it's all about the money. He don't care about nothing but the money, whatever he can get.
He needs I don't know how to put this. I don't know how to say this without being.
Yeah, don't be careful. Be very careful. I mean, Twitch is nice, but they even draw the line sometimes.
Right. I don't know how to say it. I don't even want to say it, but justice needs to come to him is what I need. I say politically correct. Justice is served.
Well, here's the thing. I have been approached, and I'm not even joking. I have been approached by several individuals and even groups of individuals that are very pissed off as much as you are, if not more so. But see, here's the problem. If any action is taken against them, they'll just put it back on me and say that it was my fault that it happened and all that, you know. And then they'll take my kids, and then I'll never get my kids back ever. So so here's what needs to happen. What needs to happen is we need to let the gods handle it. All right. The gods took care of 15 of these trolls already. They took care of my sister, and they even put a shot across the bow at good old James. I don't know if you're aware of this, but James Arnold Frost has suffered at least one, if not two, strokes.
Good, bro.
And he still ain't got the message yet. You need to let the gods handle it.
I don't know, man.
Because if we do anything, these fuckwads down here, oh my God, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. You did it. You did it. You did it. I'm going to lose my kids, which is exactly what they're wanting. Why do you think they're doing this? They're doing this so that I'll do something and lose my kids. Well, like I said, you know, because see, the trolls will say, why don't you go out there and confront Larry? Why don't you go out there? No, I'm not going to do jack shit to Larry, because if I do anything, I'd lose my kids.
I was sleeping last night, and Solar Marshall sends me a message saying, you can't believe what the fuck is going on. I said, what happened? He says, take a look at this shit. We need to do something about it. I said, what do we got to do something about it? He says, just look at this video. And for him to run his mouth like that, I couldn't believe it.
I said, I've been approached by several people and even a group.
You should have heard what Solar Marshall said to me last night. I couldn't believe the things that he was saying. He wanted to. I had to hold him back.
Careful.
Don't say I had to hold him back. I said, Solar,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. That's why
Yeah.
we let the gods handle it. I took a nap.
Okay.
This afternoon. And when I got up from my nap, I basically felt completely at peace. I felt like everything is going to be took care of and that these people are going to get the justice they deserve. And I won't be implicated, so I won't lose my kids. See,
Right.
that's why you have to let the gods handle it. Because if somebody does it of their own, if somebody does something to them, they're going to implicate me and they're going to keep my kids. They'll take my kids forever. That's why it's important to just let the gods handle this and to not. You don't think that a day goes by that I just want to whip out my fucking little cauldron and just put the smack down on these fuckers?
We
Of
have to.
course.
We have to break out all the weapons we got, Vaughn.
But the thing of it is,
We got to
if I
use
do
the full
anything,
force of. We got to use those Elder Scrolls if we have to. I don't.
well, the Elder Scrolls down there, it's still down there. But here's the thing, okay? You can't do nothing right now because if we do anything to them, they'll whine and cry to the police. He hurt me, like little fucking babies, and I'll lose my kids, and I don't want to lose my kids.
I
Okay,
understand.
so we have to let the gods deal with these fuckers, and believe me, they will. Let the gods handle it. They're in control. They'll deal with these fuckers, and I'll get everything back that I've lost. Okay, that was in fact, that was one of the big things I got when I got up from my nap today, is that I'll get everything back that I've lost, all of it. But the gods are going to make it right. They're going to handle everything. They're going to take care of these fuckers once and for all, and everything's going to be made right. But we can't do it. We meaning people that are talking in my ear saying, let me at them. And I'm saying, no, you can't do shit. You can't do nothing to these fuckers because they'll go running. The first thing they'll do is go running to fucking Clay County. He hurt me, and whining to the cops, whining to Clay County about how evil Von Helton was for exacting justice for people that stole his fucking inheritance and tried to get his ass killed and everything else. So no, you can't do nothing. Nobody can do nothing to these fuckers. Let the gods handle it, and they will. But it's coming. Okay, when I got up from my nap today, I was very at peace. The message that overwhelmed me was that everything's going to be dealt with and taken care of, and that these fuckers are going to get the justice they deserve. Okay, so just let the gods handle it. Don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid because I could lose my kids, and I don't want to lose my kids. All right, because they already illegally possessed my kids 12 times. And when I talked to the ombudsman, who's supposed to be defending people that are being wronged by CPS, they basically told me to go fuck myself. They're not going to do shit. Okay, so much for justice, right? Justice isn't going to do anything. Okay, so that's why we let the gods handle it, because justice fucking sucks. Nobody's going to do a damn thing. Nobody's going to do a damn thing. Okay, so let the gods handle it. The gods know what to do. The gods know how to do it and take care of these fuckers once and for all. And like I said, when I got up from my nap, I was very at peace. The overwhelming thought is that these fuckers are going to be dealt with once and for all, and that everything is coming back to me with interest, and that everything will be taken care of. Okay. But let the gods handle it, because like I said, I've got people chomping at the bit wanting to take care of these fuckers. And that was before Larry got on and talked to Secular. Okay. But just let the gods handle it. The gods will take care of these motherfuckers and everything will be made right. And that's the takeaway from this. Because see, if I do anything, or if somebody does anything in lieu of me, they'll take my kids and keep them forever. And I don't want that. Okay. So we gotta let the gods handle this shit. I know it sucks. I want to do something. I know there's a lot of people want to do something, but you can't do nothing to these fuckers. You let the gods handle it. Let the gods take these fuckers out, and they will. They'll take them out, buddy. I mean, look what they done to my sister. They know how to get the job done. All right. And they'll take care of these motherfuckers once and for all, and they'll get everything back plus interest. Like I said, James Arnold Frost has already had 1 or 2 strokes, and the dumbass can't put 2 and 2 together. He saw my sister get killed by the gods, and that wasn't a major clue that, hey, you don't fuck with Von Helton's gods; they'll fuck with you. But apparently not. And I asked the gods, I said, is there any way to save this fucker's life? They said, yes. If he turns over all the property to you, all the money to you, everything to you, cars, property, guns, all of it, just fucking packs up and leaves everything over there to you and gets out of the state of Kentucky, then we will not kill his ass. And I'm like, okay. Now, I told Larry to tell James Arnold that because that was a message straight from the gods. Larry, I don't know if Larry told him or not, nor do I give a shit. But the gods told me that he is not long for the earth. And I said, now, why is that? They said, because he won't stop. He's not going to stop. None of these fuckers are going to stop. You think them YouTube fuckers are going to stop? No. The only thing that stops someone is either putting them in jail or putting them in the grave. That's the only two things that's going to stop these fuckers. Okay. And let the gods handle it. The gods handle it. They'll either get them put in jail or they'll get them killed or they'll catch COVID and die, have a stroke, heart attack, whatever the fuck.
Hey, Bob, what is an Elder Scroll for a guy like me that doesn't know?
All right. An Elder Scroll is a scroll that literally contains the words of the gods. And that's exactly what's on this. This was given to me by the gods of creation to write down. They actually got me the money to buy the scroll, to buy the ink, to buy everything, to do this and put it all together and to put it on a scroll and to keep it. And this thing right here is extremely powerful because the words on it are literally from the gods of creation. But of course, that's that something like that is not to be used unless it's an absolute last resort, of course, right?
Yeah.
You can't use something like
We had
that.
to bring up the nukes, Vaughn.
Well, it's not time to whip out no Elder
The
Scroll
nukes
yet.
need to come soon. I feel it.
Well, like I said, let the gods do it. Let the gods handle it. Don't do anything. Like I said, there are people clamoring to take care of business and take out the trash. How many times, the gods said, no, stay out of it, stay out of it, stay out of it. And the reason why is because, these dumb fucks down here will try to take my kids away from me. Even though everything that I would do to these fuckers would be totally justified. They would still take my kids away from me because that's what evil fucking Christians do. They take shit away from you.
I mean,
you have no idea how hard it is for me to keep restrained. You have no idea. You have no idea. Okay. But I have to because I don't want to lose my kids. Because these fuckers down here will take my kids away from me. They sure will. They don't give a fuck. Like I said, the last place you want to come to learn about Christianity is Clay County because you won't learn shit. But yeah, man, for whatever reason, they when my sister come down here and tried to take the land, they snuffed her out like a Roman candle. And the thing of it is, I even gave her a warning. I gave her a warning. Hold on, I gave her a warning, Woody. I gave her a warning. I was given a vision. Okay, I was shown a vision of my sister. Her body was all swollen and bloated. Her skin was yellow. And she had a cigarette in one hand and a wine glass in the other. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. I didn't know at the time that she was secretly plotting with the Frost to steal my land. I didn't know that at all when I was given the vision. I thought I was given the vision because she needed to quit cigarettes and quit alcohol, right? Because she had a cigarette in one hand, she had alcohol, and she had a wine glass in the other. And so I go to my sister and I say, hey, man, I don't get a vision every day. You really need to listen to what I got to say. And, you need to stop the alcohol and the cigarettes because, I think maybe that's, the God's telling me to tell you to quit alcohol and cigarettes because you might die from it. And of course, being the commie that she is, she was at Woodstock. She protested the Vietnam War, all that shit. She was a dyed-in-the-wool commie. And, of course, she laughed at the idea of the gods and laughed at the idea of me having a vision and all that shit. She laughed at me to my face. She said, I don't need that stinking bullshit, or something to that effect. And I'm like, sis, seriously, I don't get a vision every day. You really need to pay attention. I'm not interested in that bullshit. That's all bullshit. I'm not interested in it. I'm like, okay. I tried. All right. So when she fell ill, mom rushed up to Ohio to see her. And so mom went up there and stayed with her until she died. So when mom come back down here to Kentucky, I asked mom, I said, Mom, you was in the hospital room. What did Glenda look like when she died?
Yeah.
Now get this. You ready for this? You're going to get goosebumps.
Okay.
Mom said her skin was yellow, her body was bloated, and she had cigarette stains in one hand and the smell of alcohol on the other.
Wow.
Exactly like my vision. Exactly like my vision. Okay? So when the gods tell you something, you better fucking listen, because they ain't playing around. And that piece of shit down the road there's had at least one stroke that I know of, and he might have even had two by now. And he's not listening. He has to give back everything he took. He has to give that property back. He has to give back all the money. He has to give back the guns, the lawn equipment, everything he's taken. He has to give it all back. And then he has to leave the state of Kentucky, and his life will be spared. They promised me. They said his life will be spared if he'll do those things. But he ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it. And that's why they have to take him out, because he won't stop. None of these fuckers will stop. They won't stop. They're dumbasses. They're either dumbasses or they're driven by demons, one or the other. Take your pick. But they're not going to stop. They don't give a fuck about anything. They just, all they see is the goal. It's like these fucking YouTube trolls. We do it for what? We do it because it's a noble cause. We do it because people really are in danger. No, we're doing it for laughs. We're doing it for kicks. We're doing it because YouTube let us get away with it. We're doing it because Clay County let us get away with it. We're doing it because the governor of the state of Kentucky let us get away with it. We're doing it because the FBI let us get away with it. We're doing it because the CIA let us get away with it. We're doing it because Interpol let us get away with it. We're doing it because Scotland Yard let us get away with it. There has been numerous times where this shit should have been stopped a long time ago, and it wasn't. And so now the gods are going to step in, and they're going to make it stop once and for all. They're going to find out, because the hammer's coming. Listen, when I got up from my nap today, I was completely at peace. I totally felt like everything was going to be resolved, and it was all going to come back to me with interest, I believe, and that everything's going to be fine. Now that's what I felt when I got up out from my nap today. Okay, so apparently the gods are in control. They got this thing handled, and they're going to take care of business. Now, do I know what they're going to do? Fuck no, I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know, because that way nobody can implicate me and say, "Oh yeah, it's all that evil Von Elton's fault." No, maybe if you hadn't stolen people's money, and you hadn't stolen their property, and you hadn't fucking lied about them all over the damned internet, and you hadn't made death threats to them, and you hadn't done this, that, and the other thing, maybe those things wouldn't have occurred, right? I mean, that's just the way it is, man. Sorry about your luck. But I'm not, I don't want anyone to do anything. Let the gods handle it. They're in control. If the gods come to me and say, "Hey, man, the chains are off, Vaughn, knock yourself out, buddy," then it's Katie bar the door, right? I'll contact you. I'll contact these other people, and do what needs to be done. But that's not been given to me yet. That word hasn't been given. Okay, still, Vaughn does not do shit. Vaughn stays the hell out, and that's what I'm going to do. My understanding is that your parents wanted to leave her the land. No, fuck no, they didn't. That is the biggest. Have you not seen the latest video I did with my mother? Who did my mother say she wanted to leave everything to? Me. She did not want to leave shit to Glenda. Glenda's Glenda has a mother named Hazel. Okay, and Hazel was very rich. She lived out in Nevada and California, places like that. She had tons of money. Glenda had a very, very nice life when her mom died. Okay, she was very well off. Okay, so no, Glenda coming down here and trying to steal what's mine was simple greed, nothing else. Because Glenda got plenty of money off of Hazel. Hazel had tons of money, man. She did just fine. Okay, so no, What Glenda did was pure greed, no question about it, and she paid for it. Sorry about your luck, you know. And you can't get mad at me. I had nothing to do with it. In fact, I tried to warn her. And she wouldn't listen because she's a dyed-in-the-wool commie. Didn't believe in God, or gods in my case. She didn't believe in it. She refused to listen to the warning. Had she listened to the warning, would she be alive? She might be alive today, but she didn't listen. She stubbed her toe in the ground and said, I'm not going to listen, put her fingers in her ears, la, 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 and didn't listen. Like I said, it's not like I get a vision every fucking day. You know, that's a very rare thing. Usually it only happens once in a lifetime, typically.
Well, you're lucky they didn't try to blame you for that.
They probably would have if they could have. But she died way up in fucking Ohio, thousands of miles away. So I mean, nothing they could do. And like I said, I warned her. Okay, she was warned well in advance. So you know, what are they going to do? Try to say that I shouldn't have warned her about it? No. Sorry about her luck, man. You know. Oh, well, you know, like I said, we pay for the actions we make. That's why it's important to do good to others. You fuck over people, and the gods will see that you get repaid for it. Guaranteed. But no, my parents had no intentions of leaving Glenda anything. She got a huge settlement when Hazel died. She didn't need my shit. That was just pure greed.